welcome back for another Healthy Food Fanatics episode. Today we are collaborating with Kosmeester that is going to share a little bit about his personal journey of the healthy journey, but he has made sure that all of us are licking our fingers for the amazing food that he has been making on his own personal Kosmeester YouTube channel since early lockdown. So today he is going to make us a beautiful family steak roll filled with much love and goodness, and then we're moving over to a roasted sweet potato salad. Now, I don't know about you, but I hope that you are ready. Yes, we are collaborating, a little bit dry, a little bit healthy, but all in all, it comes down to an amazing meal. Thank you so much for all of your feedback and for sharing all of our posts and shares and YouTube channel comments. We really appreciate your feedback. It really gives us a drive to keep them coming. Ladies and gents, I have been waiting a very long time to get hold of this man. He calls himself Kosmeester Kortes, and you will see on the adjacent links exactly why he calls himself Kosmeester, because we could not agree more. Kortes, please introduce yourself.
Annelie, I'm Kosmeester Kortes. I mean, from a very, very young age, I've been really fascinated and interested with food. I will never forget my first cooking experience was probably when I was about 7 or 8 years old. We were on the farm, we were slaughtering a cow, and while we were slaughtering the cow, I said to my mom, can I have some of that meat to try do my own potjie? So mama gave me some goulash, and I took this really fresh goulash, and I then created a nice tomato breadie using some tomato sauce and some other stuff kids love, like chutney and all that goes with it. And mom and dad, they weren't really potjie eaters at the time, but they really said to me, Kortes, this was excellent, you should do this a lot more for us.
Yes.
And that really inspired me to start my love for cooking. And to carry on from there, I mean, at the age of 12, I was already seasoned enough with food. My dad turned 40, we had about 30 to 40 guests on the farm.
Yeah.
And I was the man responsible for all of the braaiing, for all of that guests, but more importantly, it was also my job to ensure that all the guests' glasses was full at all times.
Yes.
And and of course, being older people, for them, having this 12-year-old filling their glasses, braaiing, they really encouraged me and made me feel so special about it that ever since I've just been a big fanatic of food, and I love doing it. And when friends and myself are going away for weekends, I'm normally the one ending up with the tongs or maybe offering to do the pizzas. So yes, food is very much part of our lives. And then last year during the level 5 lockdown, I mean, I was always wondering how I could live my passion out a lot more, that being food, entertaining, South African culture. More importantly, in my case, I'm also a big fan of Afrikaans and people to speak it well. In other words, then during the lockdown, we were lying in bed early on Easter Friday, and I said to the family, before we do the Easter service on YouTube, which was live streamed on YouTube, I said to them, let's do a nice hash brown, the one that Gordon Ramsay did on his YouTube channel, which is a whole pan full of hash brown. And then you put like stuffings on top, and then you cut a piece of the hash brown for everybody with the egg and the bacon on. And my daughter said to me, Dad, why don't you make a video and then you put it on Facebook?
Yes.
And we did it, and we had such great fun as a family. I will never forget, with the first video, Reese was even with me in the kitchen, slicing and cutting, and we were doing the video.
Go Reese!
And I must tell you, we had such a crazy response on this video at the time, with friends encouraging, WhatsApps coming, friends calling, saying keep them coming, we enjoy it so much. And then more importantly, also the videos I do on YouTube, I normally try to keep them below 5 minutes. Now sometimes it goes over, so even that is short videos. So Kosmeester Kortes really worked well with the whole concept and the whole idea of doing what I do. And I mean, living out with Kosmeester, for me, it's all about having fun.
Yes.
But I also want to bring local cuisine to the world. I want to keep Afrikaans alive, especially local, but also with expats abroad.
Absolutely.
Then
that miss home.
Yes. For me, this was also in a way a huge spiritual journey,
Uh-huh.
because for me, being a believer, I sometimes also feel God work in many ways
Absolutely.
to live out your passion and what you've been ordained to be.
So we normally kick off with a few flash questions. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Braai or fry?
Braai.
Beach or bush?
Bush.
Local or international?
International.
Red meat or white meat?
Red meat.
Of course, because you are a braaimeester. A braaimeester Kosmeester Kortes. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Alright, so we are here, as you can see, ready to braai. But as every proper Kosmeester needs, and now very brand spanking new on the market is the Kosmeester Kortes kos and kombuis.
Kombuis voorskoot. Yes.
Voorskoot. So, which is the apron in English. But there you go, your first Afrikaans session.
Yeah, what's very nice about this apron is it's only 600 grams, so it's nice and light, and you can use it in summer or winter. So it's a very convenient piece of gear to wear, and it's made from 100% pure cow leather, cowhide. So it's a really nice quality and good looking apron.
Oh yes it is. Alright, talking about good looking, so this fillet is ready for a good looking braai. Why did you choose on the fillet roll for tonight's dinner?
Well, again, it depends how you cook a fillet roll. I mean, first of all, the meat is important for some proper proteins.
Yes.
The roll is a nice French loaf which we've hollowed out. So we take the meaty part of the bread out,
yes,
so that we actually have space for the
real meat.
For the real meat and the sauces that goes with it. So it's very, very, very nice.
Very nice and very light and very healthy.
So I'm gonna put this on the coals.
If you could scream it from the rooftops, what is it about food that most excites you?
The thing that excites me most about food is, first of all, we all have to eat to survive.
Yeah.
Now, for me, the exciting part about food is whether it is having an oatmeal in the morning, or even a light salad for lunch, or even a sandwich. I'm not even talking about dinner, but each and every of these opportunities every day presents us with an opportunity to have an experience.
Yeah.
So even in the mornings when I'm sometimes preparing porridge for myself, I make sure that I make that porridge not only as nice as possible, but that I put a bit of creativity into it. Say, for example, using a little bit of cinnamon or whatever, just to make it interesting and early morning experience. The same applies to lunchtime. Sometimes I make my own chicken salad at work. I will assemble it fresh. I will put the salad dressing over fresh. And people at work would always comment, "Shoo, Kortes, that looks so appetizing and so nice." Again, it's a little experience in the middle of the day which energizes me for the rest of the afternoon. And of course, tonight when we come home as a family, we also enjoy sitting and enjoying a nice creative meal.
Yeah.
And then just finally, I mean, food really brings people together. We are quite a social family, so I mean, there's nothing that gives me greater pleasure when we invite guests and they enjoy what you serve them. I mean, as Cesar Chavez said, when people give you their food, they give you a piece of their heart.
So out of all the healthy, balanced Food Fanatics salads that you could have chosen, why roasted sweet potato salad?
Well, Annelie, I think for me it's quite simple. I mean, what we want is, I mean, it's a weeknight tonight, and I think what's important, especially with the kids being back in school and so on, it's very important to give children especially a nice, balanced meal.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, traditionally, we've had, especially in the evenings, way too much carbohydrates, I believe. And that is the reason why we opted for a sweet potato salad rather than eating potatoes tonight.
Okay.
It's also a lot lighter in your stomach and it digests a lot more easy. So it makes this meal a nice, although it's a steak meal, actually a very nice light meal. And the flavors in the salad, I can promise you, it's a burst, it's a taste sensation and a taste explosion in your mouth. So it really complements this fillet steak roll very, very well.
Well, get your salad fanatics ready because we are digging into a good salad. Kortes, where do you see your channel, your YouTube channel grow to?
Andy, I really want to see this channel growing to the point where one could hopefully generate a little bit of YouTube income from it. I mean, that would be very handy passive income.
Yeah.
So that is really where I see the channel growing to.
Of course, and then the sky is the limit. Let there be no limitations to how many subscribers you get.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would like to see it growing to 1,000 to 10,000, and who knows, maybe you get even 150,000 Afrikaans speaking supporting Kosmeester Kortes on YouTube. Yes.
Yeah, locally and internationally.
Absolutely. I want to take home back to the people living as expatriates in countries abroad.
Well, actually, they should just come back. Let's just be honest, come back to SA.
They should, but
You're missing out.
But I give them a taste of home.
Of course, of course.
So the videos presented us with an opportunity where people asked us if there isn't anything we sell. So the first product we brought to the market was Kosmeester Kortes Koffiemeester Geur coffee. It's a very nice medium to dark roast coffee. Shortly after that, we had the Coffee Kenner on the market. We also had the Kroonprins Vlagskip on the market. And finally, every family has a black sheep. We brought the Karoo Karakul to the market. We couldn't call this one the Swartskap because there is trademark issues on it, so we thought Karoo Karakul it will be. It was anyway part of the family. Shortly after this, we launched the Kosmeester Kortes olive oil. What makes this olive oil truly nice, it's a very nice light olive oil. It isn't too oily. More importantly, what's nice about this olive oil, it has great undertones of fresh lettuce and green apple peel. Then we also launched the Braaimeester flavor meat spice. It is labeled in English on this side and in Afrikaans on that side. Very nice, a must-have for every Braaimeester. And then I also had a friend who gave me a beautiful wooden board last year, Gerda from Grounded. You must really support her. It was so beautiful. She made me some. Gerda, thank you. That encouraged me to continue selling these. And now from French oak barrels, we have these manufactured to serve cheeses on. We also have nice steak boards with a juice groove that we also sell. And all of these are really priced well with the global economy in mind at the moment. So that's Kosmeester Kortes products for you.
Please, are you ready for the first bites? Kosmeester, are you ready?
I'm more than ready.
Where are you starting?
Absolutely, with a roll.
With the roll. Okay, well, I will graciously start with the salad because once I dig into this roll, the rest is history.
Absolutely. So soft and juicy.
Beautiful. This is how you eat a steak roll, toasties. Kosmeester Kortes, thank you so much for inviting us into your home and into your life and into your journey. We are really super excited about your products that is launching and that is just the market is growing, and for your YouTube subscribers, subscribe everyone. Thank you so very much for making us a part of your journey. It was truly a great pleasure.
Thanks very much for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
I loved it. It was so much fun, and yeah, let's toast to that.
Toast.
Cheers.
So from me, from the Toast team, from Kosmeester Kortes, thank you so much for toasting with Anlai.